And today marks the last day of Hispanic Heritage Month, and one local grocery store chain is bringing a slice of home for Mexican Americans year-round. They're celebrating flavors of home beyond just Hispanic Heritage Month. 13 on your side, Erin Sullivan joins us now with more on this story. Good morning, Erin.
Hey, Sam. Good morning. Yeah, this local business is growing very quickly, and they're bringing something unique to the Wyoming area, something that can't be found at traditional grocery stores here in West Michigan. Now, I did receive a tour of their location on Division and got to see their expansive selection of traditional Hispanic staples.
Supermercado Mexico is bringing traditional Hispanic foods that can't be found at traditional grocery stores. Benjamin Cochran, the store's president and CEO, says this is something that makes their company stand out.
This is the community that has built so much of Wyoming, Grand Rapids, so much into West Michigan into what it is, and this really identifies with what is considered home for a lot of people. This is necessary. This is something that you don't find in a lot of areas. So one thing that's interesting is we represent what's called independent grocery. We're not the large chains of the world, but at the same token, we bring in a lot of the cultural undertones and other exclusive product that you're not going to find at a lot of those places.
The store has a beautiful mural wrapped around the perimeter, honoring all 31 Mexican states. And when it comes to the food, there's such a variety to choose from. They have an expansive produce selection with a mini fruit and tajin bar, a variety of Mexican snacks covered in tajin and chamoy, and a bakery with tres leches cake, flan, and conchas. But then there's the butcher. This is where they have their bragging rights. They have a variety of meats to choose from and plenty of hot lunches to grab on the go.
One thing you'll find is that we do almost exclusively a direct service with our butchers, so we have a very minimal options for prepackaged meats. So oftentimes you're going to find over 70 cuts that are all hand cut in-house. A lot of them are marinated pre-seasoned, so you're going to find a lot of cuts there that are going to be not offered at some of your larger chains.
Now, the store really focuses on traditional Mexican foods, but they also sell popular foods from other Latin American countries as well.
We got a Facebook message from someone who said, I took my kids, and my kids have never experienced my taste of home and where home is for me. And I got to come and see everything that's representative of where I'm from that I don't get to go back to very often. And I got to show my kids, this is where Dad and Mom are from, and this is where we grew up, and this is the best representation of it. And just that gratefulness to say, thank you for doing it right.
Cochran tells me that there are so many future upgrades the store plans on implementing. More self-checkouts, an app, and more. And he says business has grown exponentially since they opened, and there's no plan to stop that.
Take a lot of pride in that, a lot of pride in how fresh we bring our products in, how the attention that we give, the cleanliness of our stores. That's probably our biggest feedback component for our shoppers is our stores are clean and we are attentive to our shoppers. Those are the biggest components, and typically for those who have never been in here before is, wow, I didn't know this existed. And I would so much rather support something like this than I would to go to the big box stores if the cost difference is minimal.
And we'll be diving more into Supermercado Mexico's business plans on our website, and it's talking about things like their new reward system and so much more.
Oh, Erin, such a good story, and I love that they can get just that little taste of home right here in West Michigan.
Right, especially just that sense of nostalgia. I was even telling Sam before the story aired, my neighbors are from Mexico, so growing up, I did have a lot of that candy that we saw in some of the videos.
Yeah.
So I could only imagine the sense of pride that people feel who immigrated here from Mexico, but I also couldn't help but feel a slice of home myself. So super special.
Oh, that's so sweet. Now you get to go back for more whenever
Yes.
you want it. I love it.